then why did you become a parent? I remember a pastor friend of mine, one day I saw him so sleepy and asked him, well, what happened? Why are you so sleepy? He said, 3 o'clock in the morning I received this call. This parent called me and said, my daughter is still in the nightclub. Can you go and get her? And I went and took her and brought her back. I said, how foolish you are. You're not the father and the mother. No, but she won't listen to her parents. Then I said, you be the father. La. As parents, it is your duty to discipline your children and to train them in the ways of the Lord. Can you say an amen to that? My duty is to train you all and to discipline each one of you. To those who are parents here, your duty to discipline your own children. So, be sincere parents. Ensure that you educate them well. Ensure that you train them well. Ensure that you bring them up well in the values of the Lord. Ensure all this so that when they come to the house of the Lord, they come disciplined and ready to give what you have put into them so that I can continue the work that you have started. I cannot spend my life disciplining your own children. Every parent say amen. Number 9. Give back to the community what God has given you. You see, you cannot impact the community if you don't give to them what God has given you. Every grace that God has given you, do you know you're supposed to give back to the community? If God has given you the grace to heal, what must you do? Go around your community, your family, the taman that you stay in. Go around there and give what God is giving you. The more you give, the more you receive. Why do you want to go to China and India and Africa if you have not even given back to your own community? Whatever graces God has given you, whatever blessings God has given you, give back to that community. Do you know the face of Moa is changing because of what Papa is having there? Hotels are coming up because of what he's having there every year. So many hotels. I remember in 2003 when I went to Moa, just a few hotels. Now you've got traders in, now you've got a few other inns coming up. All these hotels are coming up because of what he's having there. Every year, 600-700 people are coming from all over the world. They are coming and they are spending money there. And now people there are beginning to see they need to have hotels and they need to have this and they need to have that. And the city is being transformed. That is impacting the city, So give back to the community what you're receiving from God. Can you say an amen to that? You get a prophetic word, go and give it to somebody in the community there, that they can be built up with that prophetic word. If you have received a word from the Lord to teach the person in your community. I said, your pulpit is not here, your pulpit is there. Can you say an amen to that? That's your pulpit. I cannot give every one of you to preach here every Sunday. If there's 500 in the church, 500 Sundays you take, your pulpit is outside. Number 10. Be enterprising to earn extra income. If you are a successful businessman, the businessmen around you will come to you. Search for multiple sources of income. Search on how you can do things to bring extra money for yourself. If you're good in cake baking, bake cakes to supplement your income. If you're good in sewing, sew clothes that you can supplement your income. And people know, wow, you're good in sewing, huh? Then preach to them the gospel also. If let's say you sewed the dress for somebody and then you find out the person comes to collect the dress and you find out that her mother is sick, what can you do now? Not only sew the dress, go and pray for the mother. If you are good in writing, write articles. Whatever. Do you know, as Tunde said it, what God has given you as a talent is to bring money for yourself. Can you say an amen to that? If you are good in art, go and draw for people, paint for people, sell your art pieces. Why do you keep the talent for yourself? Have a small art exhibition in your home. Hang some of your paintings on your fence. What is wrong? Anybody walking, wow, nice, huh? Where? Oh, you painted it. How much, huh? $30, 30 ringgit. Ha, one painting gone. Church, God has given you many talents. Minimum, you got one talent. Minimum one talent. Use that to make money for yourself. Can you say an amen to that? Irrespective of your age. Because talent does not look at age. Can you say an amen to that? So if you can cook good bak kut teh, cook. Jean, sell bak kut teh. And everybody knows Jean, bak kut teh maker. Do that, church, so that you can bring multiple sources of income. When people begin to know that you're rising up financially, they will look up to you. Then you can impact the place where you're in. Suddenly, you know what's the first thing a man changes when he gets more money? What's the first thing a man changes? In the 60s and 70s, he changes. What does he change? There are three things that men will change when he's successful. In the 1960s, he changed his wife, house and car. Today, the first thing that a man will change is his car. Why? That is the outward sign of an inward grace. Because the first thing people will come and ask you, hey Cherry, you bought a new car. Yeah. How come you bought a new car? Just had a small increment, just made some business, Oh, fantastic. Huh? Because nowadays people look at you, the first thing they look at you is what car you're driving. So now look at Janet. Oh, Janet got money, huh? Where you got money? True or not true, Janet? People have asked you, huh? Where you got money to buy the car? Yes. So what is the first thing people do? They will look at how successful you are. They want to connect to you. Oh, you got a car. How did you get a car? Oh, yes, sir. You sold this. Oh, okay. Then you can talk to that person. Then you can bring God to that person. Then you can impact the environment. That's how we impact the environment, church. And the most important thing as I close, the most important thing is not what you have that will impact the environment. What will impact the environment is who you are. I said, what will impact the environment is who you are. What you carry in you will dictate what's in front of you. Can you say amen to that?